Hello taxpayers, are you one of those that has been owing URA for a long time? This video is made for you. My name is Member Christine, Manager Debt Management Unit, and I'm here to take you through the new tax waiver. Who qualifies for it? What do you have to do to qualify? It's the package that we have brought for you. First things first, who are made to benefit from this tax waiver? And does it have end dates? What do I have to do to benefit? This law came into effect. This waiver was given to us by the government effective 1st July 2023. And which people qualify for this waiver? Every taxpayer who had outstanding interest and outstanding penalties as at 30th June 2023, as long as you pay your principal tax that relates to those outstanding interest and penalties, you will be given the relief if the payment comes in not later than the 31st of December 2023. What do I have to do as a taxpayer to benefit? 1. Find out your outstanding principal tax that relates to those outstanding penalties and interest as at 30th June. How do I get to know my outstanding principal tax as a taxpayer? URA has done it for you. All this is just a click away. What you have to do, log into your TIN account by going to the URA website, that is ura.go.ug, and log in into your account. You can follow me through this video and we see how you access your outstanding principal tax in order for you to clear and benefit from the waiver. You have to get your TIN detail and password. Then you retype that text that is given to you to confirm to us that you're not a computer. It's the reason as why we put that text. I'm logging in here. Hopefully whoever is watching is also trying it out, what you're meant to do. So once you've logged in, go to the payment screen. Try to generate a payment slip. We have that option there. Click on it. When you click on it, the first option you're given, select the payment type. And when you click on it, we have two options, customs and DT. This waiver is only and only made for DT taxes. Those are domestic taxes. Kindly select the option of DT. Since you're within your TIN account, the details of the taxpayer are already auto-filled. You go down to the section of period selection. We have two periods there. We have the period before July 2021 and the period after July 2021. Why separate the two? It is because we had a change of law around July 2021, and this change of law was affecting our payment allocation rules. Way back we had strict payment allocation rules. Taxpayer would pay, and the law was instructing us to clear his oldest liability first. Many would complain because the law was really so strict. Come July 2021, the law was amended, meaning the periods are now independent. Once you select a period, direct your payment there, it will be allocated to that period that you've selected. I'm now interested in knowing my outstanding principal tax. And the period I've selected, I want to first see for the period after July 2021. When I select that period, I go down to the basis of payment. Since I want to know my outstanding principal tax, I'll select the option of account payment. I'm commanding the payment screen to link up with my tax statement and only give me the outstanding in order for me to make the payment. I'll now select the tax type. This time around, let's start test using the VAT, value added tax. Once you've selected, the next thing, you command the system to fetch your outstanding. It will give you one block figure. You're not sure whether it is only the outstanding principal tax or they have given you the total liability. What do you do to see the details? Click on Show Period-Wise Breakup. Once you click there, the system will display to you the period, the liabilities relating to each period, and to break it down for you in terms of outstanding principal, outstanding penalty, outstanding interest. All these periods are well displayed. When you try to pay, because we said when you pay your principal tax, we will waive the outstanding interest and penalties. Let me try and make a payment for September 2021. When I click on Pay Full Amount, the system returns a message saying amount should not exceed the principal amount for this period. Why? Our system is we have already implemented the waiver. It senses it. It knows September 2021 is within the scope of the waiver. You qualify for the waiver, so it cannot allow you to pay more than the outstanding principal tax. The moment you click on OK, the amount that appears under amount to pay is equivalent to the principal tax, meaning even our system now senses the waiver. Even those who don't know that the waiver is there, URA is transparent enough to remind them or to tell them, for this period, you're only supposed to give us the principal tax. Let's try for the period of July. If I click full pay, when I click on July, they don't get the notice of the amount should not exceed the principal amount. Why? July is out of scope. For you to benefit from this waiver, it only relates to the periods whose due date is prior to 30th June 2023. So if you're to make a payment, make sure you make it not later than 31st December 2023, and it will only work for the periods whose due dates are prior to 30th June 2023. I'm over-echoing this. Why? I want our dear taxpayers to know the end date. The moment this year ends, the moment we hear the fireworks, that is the end of our waiver. So all those who want to benefit, kindly run now, bank the check, put the money so that you get the relief of all this outstanding interest and penalties. What if I don't have full amount and I want to pay in a portion? In URA, our mandate is to collect. We can't stop you from making a half payment. However, if you pay half, the government will also waive in half. If you pay a quarter, also the waiver will be in a quarter. So let's try. Let's use June 2022 and try to make a half payment, and we see whether the system will accept. So if I have half, I don't have to click on Pay Full. I'll just come and type the amount I want to remit to the government. And there you go. The system has accepted my half pay. So after doing all that, the next step is you finishing the generating this PRN, like how we have been doing it, and submit it to and take it to the bank. The moment URA receives the money, you don't have to write to us and request for your waiver, because we have worked on our system. The moment you receive the money, the waiver is auto-effected. You as the taxpayer to validate this, once you've paid your money, just go to your tax statement and look in the column of the tax waiver. We will see that in the next few seconds, how to validate whether you received the waiver. For the periods before July 2021, still you just have to click there, select the tax type, and then there you go. We'll show you your outstanding principal tax and outstanding interest. The moment you try still to clear, we'll tell you it can't exceed, because the waiver is working for those periods I'm a taxpayer, I've made my payment. I want to confirm whether URA is keeping its word, whether I've benefited from the waiver. What do I have to do? We have our tax statement. So you go back to your account, under reports, click on your tax statement, and then you view your tax position. There you go. I still have to go to any tax type I'm interested in, depending on which payment I made. I've selected VAT. So the column we are talking about is the column of the tax waiver. So if you're one taxpayer who made your payment and you want to confirm, has you already awarded the waiver, just come under this column, you find the figures there. If you look at this particular example, the client for the period of May, they had returned 2.6, they paid up, and only interest was outstanding. If you see the detail of the payment came in November, the one that is allocated to that liability came in November 2023, and they cleared the entire amount. So if you cleared your liability, we also auto give you the waiver. That's the reason as why we see under the column of waiver, the interest that this taxpayer had has been waived. And when you click on it, we are able to tell you that you've benefited from this waiver, Section 40D waiver, and on the date on which this taxpayer made the payment is the date on which we granted the waiver. So the date of the waiver is not constant. It will vary depending on when you made the payment. How much did we waive? It is displayed under that detail. So for all our taxpayers who are outside there, kindly rush, pay up this liability, and you benefit from this waiver. For more information on how to benefit, you can reach us through a phone call. Our contacts are on the portal, on the URA website, or through the URA touch point, or you can even write to us. But for now, make sure you make your payment not later than 31st December 2023. Why? Beyond that date, come 1st January, all the interest that has accrued will be reinstated and you will have to pay the entire amount. So to get that burden off your shoulders, kindly rush and pay not later than 31st December. Stay blessed.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.